NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Las Vegas Raiders. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Now D.D. Westbrook to return.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jacobs now. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. Tackle by Emmanuel Mosley. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. On play action, it's Carr. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and goal, Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No, it appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st. first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Carr to throw for it on fourth down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Throwing now is Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Westbrook now on the return.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Carr going to throw. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Sly on for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Escapes the defender. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. This is Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Mostert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 54 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. On first and 10, it's Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Now Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the 49ers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Mostert is in. Touchdown, 49ers. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. It's a run with Mostert. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the 1st down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the 1st down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got room. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. It's a run with Mostert. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. D. Ford, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Carr going to get this to Drake. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. Got a man. That's Richie James. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Lance. James has got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Lance. Flushed out right.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And Gold is able to put it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a good return up past the 30. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
149 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Mostert. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Six yards left on second down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Lance to throw it. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And now it's second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Second and 10. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's James. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A handoff running left is Mostert. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 2nd down and 6. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage. And now it's 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Gold is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side said, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Here's Carr to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 15 yards there on the catch and run. On first down, Carr. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Second down, here's Mostert again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Lance looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And here comes Westbrook. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 85 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A first down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17.
He was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
From the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. $13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Lance now to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down. Here's Lance. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade American. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Raiders on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to drop a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for Las Vegas, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win.